football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Tennessee Titans.
Come on, fellas.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Hey, check. Check 43. Check 3. Check 99. Check 99.
Let's go.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check
Silent. 64. Go.
Now it's Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there, and it's 3rd and short. Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
On 7 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11. At their 48-yard line.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Get that one.
X3. 218. Chop.
Mike
Hey. My 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He's got Lewis. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
58, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there now.
Ready.
Tannehill. And that is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tackles, tackles.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Switch up, switch up.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. A first down throw for Mayfield. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They run. Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Kill, kill, kill. Real.
Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Stay with your man. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Mike spot 4.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Topper!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
I got you.
Here's Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
On first down, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Come on, set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch QB drop. Check safety, check safety.
Now it's Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
60 outlaw.
53, Mike, 53. You ain't going nowhere.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill got him in. It's Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
A gain of 10 yards.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yeah, so make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Run.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
61, matchbox lights.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
On second down, it's Hunt. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will tie us at 3-3. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second and 11 now. Tannehill. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. With his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mayfield looks to throw, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double.
Mayfield now. He's gotten a joker, his big tight end. A gain there of 21 yards. Mayfield now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Crabtree that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And again, it's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8.
They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come.
Now Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Point it right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when
Davis fighting, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Delta.
Pick it up. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Switch.
Hey, get it.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And they're going to get him. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by Maher is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
First and 10.
Mayfield now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. Chubb. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great one.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 50, plant.
Check 53. All day, every day, any day. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Let go.
Again, it's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, back up.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And only a yard this time. As he's taken down right around the 26.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it again with Henry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
A first down carry for Henry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Tannehill now to throw. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Here's Mayfield. Going back to Lander. This time he's got him complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way he dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield with it once more. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check. Crunch. 58 to Mike. 58.
On first down, it's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Ready.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. 30 base. 6-6. Pull it high.
Bang, bang.
Ready.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting a quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tennessee, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory. Next.